Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President of the United States and Dr. Jill Biden.
Good evening. I'm Joe Biden. I am Jill Biden's husband. And we are both honored to be here at the Commander-in-Chief's Ball. It's an honor to be with so many of you who have done so much for all of us. And the privilege only is intensified by knowing firsthand the sacrifices that you all have made for this great country of ours. And to the troops at Camp Casey, joining us from across the world in South Korea, thank you, and I wish you were here with us. We owe you all more than we can express. And I can't tell you how honored Jill and I are that you'd spend the night with us. You, all American soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, Coast Guardmen, you are the finest warriors the world has ever seen, and that's not an exaggeration. This generation literally is the finest warriors the world has ever seen. And ladies and gentlemen, your sacrifices have been amazing. The Greek historian wrote, and I quote, "The bravest are surely those who have the clearest vision of what is before them, glory and danger alike, and yet they go out and they meet it." Ladies and gentlemen, you have met every challenge conceivable. You've met it with honor, you've met it with bravery, and you've met it with unyielding devotion. What you know, but I don't think you internalize, this generation of soldiers and sailors, Marines, Coast Guardmen, airmen, just since 9/11, 3,300,000 of the men and women of this country, you among them, joined our military with the almost certain knowledge that you would be thrust into harm's way. But yet, you stepped up. This 9/11 generation that so many pundits wondered about, they're not wondering now. They know who you are. They know what you've done. 1.7 million of you have walked across the scorching sands of Iraq or been in those God-forsaken mountains and plains of Afghanistan. Many of you just haven't served one tour. You have served 2, 3, 4, 5. The last time of the 23 or 4 times I've been in Afghanistan and Iraq, I was flying into Bagram in a C-17. I went up in the cockpit. The loadmaster was there as well, and I said, "How many of you, is this your first tour?" Nobody raised their hand. I said, "Second tour, 1. Third tour, 2. Fourth, 1. Fifth, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have never in the history of America asked so much of a generation. And you have met it with incredible pride. The Joint Chiefs of Staff has prepared you in a way that always sort of takes my breath away every time I see you in theater. One of the great honors of my life has been to visit many of you when you were serving abroad, from the mountaintops of remote fobs above the Konar Valley, watching 6 of you sit up on a mountaintop and get shot at every single solitary night and day in and day out, to a Stryker brigade in Fallujah, watching you wipe off the blood from the seat next to you, a wounded comrade the day before, and saddle up and go back out again and again and again. I'm not just saying this, folks. You're amazing. You are an amazing, amazing generation. And folks, where your service ends, ours begins. Our service as citizens, to each and every one of you, only 1% of you have fought these last 2 wars, one which is still going on with 68,000 of you still in Afghanistan every day and tonight as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, only 1% of you have served, but 99%, as Jill said, 99%, the remainder of the American people, owe you a debt of gratitude. We have many obligations. We have many obligations. But your commanders have heard me say many times over the last 15 years, we only have one truly sacred obligation. We have obligations to our children and to the elderly, to the poor, the disadvantaged. We have obligations to public safety. But there's only one truly, and I mean this sincerely, sacred obligation this nation has. And that's to equip and prepare those of you we send into war and care for you and your families when you come home. That's the only sacred obligation. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, neither the President or I or Jill or Michelle or the vast majority of the American people will forget that obligation. And we won't forget it to your families either. I know the many times I was in Iraq with General O and General Austin, they heard me quote this a lot. But John Milton, the English poet, once wrote, he said, "They also serve who only stand and wait." They also serve who only stand and wait. To your spouses, to your mothers, to your fathers, to your children, we owe a similar obligation. I watched Jill every morning for the year our son, Major Biden, was stationed in Iraq. I watched her every morning before she went off to teach, standing over the sink, stirring her coffee and muttering the same prayer. Those of you who are spouses, there's not a day, there's not an hour, there's not a moment that goes by. As much as you try to put it out of your mind, you don't worry when your husband or wife, your son or your daughter is in harm's way. So we owe you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you are, and this is not hyperbole, you are the heart and the soul of this country. You are America's very spine. You are the spine of this nation. And you also are America's promise. So God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you all so very, very much. Now, I understand we have a live link with Camp Casey, and I want to know what's going on there, Colonel Kramer. Who do you have with you? There's a 7-second delay.
Good evening, sir. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Sean Kramer from Hubertus, Wisconsin, and commander of 2nd Battalion, 9th Infantry Regiment, the Manchus. On behalf of the 28,500 service members and their families of United States Forces Korea, 8th Army, and 2nd Infantry Division, we want to congratulate you and the President on your 2nd inauguration.
Thank you, Colonel.
This year marks the 60th anniversary of the great U.S.-Korean alliance. And the strength of this alliance is represented by the men and women standing before you. U.S. and Korean soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and civilians working every day to maintain the peace and stability in this vital region. Sir, representing the breadth of our team here in Korea are members from all the services, along with my Republic of Korea Army counterpart, Colonel Se-Woo Pyo, a graduate of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, and also one of our Katusa soldiers, who proudly serves inside our U.S. formations. If it's okay with you, I'd like for them to introduce themselves.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, I'm Colonel Se-Woo Pyo from Gimhae, Korea, the commander of 102nd Regiment, 17th Infantry Division. On behalf of the Republic of Korea Armed Forces, I would like to congratulate you and the President on this special day of celebration. We all know that for the last 60 years, the ROK and U.S. alliance has been a solid foundation for peace and prosperity of the Korean Peninsula. I can assure you that we, the ROK forces and U.S. forces in Korea, will continue to maintain the highest level of combat readiness to deter any aggression or, if necessary, to fight and win anytime and anywhere. Sir, once again, congratulations. I would say, 같이 갑시다. We go together.
Sir, my name is Staff Sergeant Wendy Hill from Manhattan, Kansas, with the 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team. Best of luck on your second term, sir. Second to none.
Sir, I'm Chief Warrant Officer Steve Sun from Maple Valley, Washington, with the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade. I'm the pilot of that awesome H-64D Apache longbow parked behind me. Congratulations, sir. Second to none.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sergeant First Class Thomas Marison from Allentown, Pennsylvania, with the 210th Fires Brigade. Best of luck to you, sir. Second to none.
Sir, my name is Private First Class Hyung-Won Kim from Seoul, Korea. I'm a medic with the 210th Fires Brigade. On behalf of all the Katusa soldiers, congratulations, sir. Second to none.
Sir, I'm Sergeant Thylacker from Jacksonville, Florida, with 35th Air Defense Artillery Brigade. Congratulations on your re-election, sir. Ready in defense, always.
Sir, I'm Staff Sergeant Ryan Jocelyn from Seoul, Korea, and stationed with the 7th Air Force. On behalf of the entire air power team here in Korea, I'd just like to congratulate both you and President Obama on this special occasion. We are always ready to fight tonight.
Good evening, sir. I'm Mighty One Wardle from Athens, Texas, with Commander Naval Forces Korea. And on behalf of all the Navy forces here on Peninsula, we'd like to say congratulations and hoo-yah.
Sir, Private Uribe from Rich Grove, California, with Installation Command in Korea. Congratulations, sir. Sustain, support, defend.
Good evening, sir. I'm Sergeant Raymond Rebley from Cherry Valley, California, with U.S. Marine Corps Forces Korea. On behalf of the United States Marine Corps here in Korea, congratulations, sir. Semper Fi.
Sir, I'm Specialist Johnny McDaniel Jr. from Jasper, Florida, with the 19th Expeditionary Sustainment Command. I want to wish you and the President the best of luck in your second term. Mission flexibility.
Sir, thank you again for this opportunity. We're all just curious to know when you might come and visit us here in Korea.
What did he say?
I don't know. I couldn't understand him.
Colonel, the only thing missing tonight at this ball is all of you being here in tuxedos. We're proud of you.
The party's ready for us, sir.
What did he say? We don't have a mic. We don't have much of a microphone system up here, a speaker system, so maybe I can ask you, what did the Colonel just say? Colonel, thank you, man. Thank you all very, very much. Your service is very much appreciated, and you're doing an incredible job. You're in a very difficult place, but with God willing, it's all going to work out, and I hope you're all home soon. Thank you all very much, Colonel. Thank you. And thank you all very much.
Congratulations and best luck to you and the President on your second term. Rest assured, the men and women of United States Forces Korea, 8th Army and 2nd Infantry Division, we stand ready on freedom's frontier to 1, 2, 3, fight tonight!
I don't have a doubt about it in the world. Thank you very much, gentlemen, ladies. Thank you. Folks, now they tell me you're going to witness something that I would rather actually be in a helicopter with one of you heading somewhere into action, because I'm going to dance in front of all of you and make a fool of myself. So be patient. The only part of dancing I like, I get to hold her, and she doesn't move very much, so I get it. So thank you all very much. Proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar and Grammy winner, Jamie Foxx.
Thank you for what you do. What a great night tonight. Mr. Vice President, do you have on your dancing shoes? Y'all don't know that Vice President is pretty romantic. I heard when he met his wife, he whispered in her ear, I can't stop loving you. I've made up my mind to live in memory of the lonesome times. I can't stop wanting you. It's useless to say, so I'll just live my life in dreams of yesterday. Those happy hours that we once knew, though long ago, they still make me blue. They say that time mends a broken heart, but time stood still since we've been apart. I can't stop loving you.
Joining the second couple are Staff Sergeant Keisha Nicole Dentino and Petty Officer Patrick Figueroa.
Those happy hours that we once knew, though long ago, still make me blue. They say the time kills a broken heart, but time stood still since we've been apart. I can't stop loving you. I've made up my mind to live in memory of a lonesome time. I can't stop wanting you. It's useless to say, so I'll just live my life in dreams of yesterday, in dreams of yesterday. military out there, man. Thank you for doing you, man. We couldn't live in this country without you. We love you.